Did you know that Ocusync 3.0 system maximizes range and connection for overhead flying? What are the Advanced Pilot Assistance System, an autonomous obstacle avoidance system for Air 2s? This video will share the differences between DJI Air 2s and MAVIC Air 2. Let us get started. 5. Battery life. DJI Air 2s has a new camera. Thus, more sensors are fixed. The body is also heavier than the MAVIC Air 2. In drones or electronics in general, these things would contribute to worse battery life for the Air 2s, mainly since they use the same type of battery. However, there isn't much difference between them. In fact, the flight times are 31 minutes for the Air 2s and 34 minutes for the MAVIC Air 2. Although in real life, the times are around 20 minutes of flight time for the DJI Air 2s, which is typical for drones about their size.
Sad.
According to their website, that missing 10 minutes could be attributed to the wind. You can fly the entire battery life if there are no winds. What captivating shots will you get with no wind? Master shots, quick stories, or quick shots? What do those mean, and which device offers what? We will present the various shooting modes on the DJI Air 2s and MAVIC Air 2. 4. Zoom. Neither of these drones has an optical zoom. Yet the Air 2s harnesses its 5.4K resolution to provide a digital zoom function. This is not an option available on the MAVIC Air 2.
Oh no!
Digital zoom is not often a recommended feature since it tends to reduce image quality by cropping. Nonetheless, the Air 2's camera can shoot at 5.4K resolution, allowing a sliding scale of zoom at different resolutions. The zoom can go as far as 8x when you're shooting 1080 30p video or 4x zoom during a 4K 30p shoot. This is impressive in this context, but we cannot help but think about the new DJI MAVIC 3 with 28x zoom. Yes, you can watch wildlife up close and discover things that we often see in a blur. Notwithstanding, your best bet with the digital zoom on Air 2s should not go beyond 2x zoom unless absolutely necessary. In addition, the zoom function isn't available for 10-bit videos, 120 FPS slow motion, or stills. Both drones have wide-angled abilities to get whole scenes in a shot. Despite this, the Air 2's zoom function is a valuable advantage over the MAVIC Air 2. 3. Shooting modes. The Air 2s and MAVIC Air 2 are both equipped with automated flying modes. The primary difference is that the Air 2s offers upgraded versions of the modes. For instance, Active Track 4.0, Advanced Pilot Assistance System, APAS, 4.0, and Master Shots. Master Shots is another mode from Air 2's setup for beginner flyers. The Master Shots automatically records videos and edits the footage with soundtracks and subtitles. This is an excellent way to get pro-looking footage. The MAVIC Air 2 also has the same focus track modes as the Air 2s. The modes to film do not make a difference if you encounter accidents. Safety requires that you fly your drones in the most open spaces possible, yet there should be some obstacle avoidance tech to guide you. One of the drones has an extra sensor for obstacle avoidance, and we will present more on that shortly. 2. Range and transmission. Our range as a channel is pretty impressive if you think about it. We bring you the best reviews, news, and updates on all things tech devices. So why haven't you subscribed yet? Maybe you forgot, so here is your chance. Now the Air 2s has the edge over the MAVIC Air 2 regarding range and connection stability due to the new DJI Ocusync 3.0 system. On the other hand, MAVIC Air 2 uses Ocusync 2.0. Aside from the occasional feed stuttering and locking while flying, the Ocusync 2.0 is not that bad. In fact, there are MAVIC Air 2 tips to solve those challenges or reduce them. But Ocusync 3.0 is ahead, maximizing the range from 10 km to 12 km and improving the reliability of the connection when flying it overhead. Again, that is a bonus for going a newer model. As Walt Disney said, we keep moving forward, opening new doors, and doing new things, because we're curious and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. Therefore, it is okay if you are more curious to try out the Ocusync 3.0.
Yes, 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 yes.
1. Design. These drones have almost identical designs. Air 2's is 25 grams heavier, and the MAVIC Air 2 is 4 mm longer. Tell us in the comments what size you prefer for your drones. The bigger the better, or the smaller the efficiency levels? Meanwhile, Air 2's has an extra pair of obstacle avoidance sensors on the top. They add up to the pairs in the drone's front, rear, and bottom. Admittedly, this does not make a dramatic difference unless you use Advanced Pilot Assistance System, APAS, which allows you to set the drone to stop or fly autonomously around objects. Despite the incredible sensors and automated flying, DJI drones are still not comfortable flying and maneuvering around things. It limits many of your ideas when the drone only flies when it has a clear path to fly through. This might be a hefty difference between the two because most photographers and videographers like to try new things and enjoy when their drones surprise them. However, if you tend to shoot in clear paths only, then this is a relatively minor difference between the Air 2's and MAVIC Air 2. Now, are you ready to fly your new Air 2's? Here is an Air 2's beginner guide: how to fly DJI Air 2's for good experience.